I really wish I could say something like, since you all really like my previous video, I'm going to make another sequel of it. But I literally have like 4 viewers and 11 subscribers. I don't know how did that math work, but I can literally name all of them on right now. So hi, beep, beep, beep. Hi girlies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're watching Sasha R on collateral damage. So in my previous video, I wanted to do a little experiment on one of the doom dresses I had and all of that. So you can watch these videos over here and you'll know the full context. And in the debrief of that video, we discussed a little about small talk, and I was also discussing this with my cousin, and we had a lot of thoughts on that. We were like, why do we talk to fill silence? And if somebody does not fill silence, do we do something to include them? So I'm going to do another social experiment. I'm going to one other such gathering. Again, we all met in an app. None of us know each other. We all decide on a place and we all come up there and just meet and talk to each other. So last time I put my best front forward and I put in all the effort to do all the small talk. I also initiated this little game that I play. I mean, it's on Pinterest. It's called 20 questions. You just ask 20 questions to each other. Initiated all that and I was like being very chatty. But today I want to see if that I'm not chatty, will they even include me? So this is somebody howled. Anyway, so this time in my little social experiment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little on the calmer side, because that is something that comes to me naturally. Okay, I take my time to open up like a lot of us. So I'm going to not put my best friend forward and I'm going to take my time for me to mingle and see if they're going to like include me. Currently I'm running like super duper late. There are high chances that I go there and nobody's going to be there. The thing is, I was trying to like life max today. Okay, so I want to work at 7, finish my 8 hours, then went to the gym, took a shower there, and then I came back. I literally had half an hour to get ready, and in that time I had to straighten my hair and I had a very wrinkled dress. I still think my dress is very wrinkled, so I had to do all of that in like half an hour. And now I'm here at the bus stop, but the bus is not my father's, so it's going to take its own little time. So hopefully by the time I go there, people will be there and we can have fun in the debrief roasting them. I do have a feeling that this meetup is not going to be as fun as the previous one. I'm not even feeling that nervous for some reason, and I did not even pre-game because last time I wanted liquid courage, but this time I just want to be my most introverted self and see if they'll accept me. So this is a test of acceptance. So basically, every time I wear this dress, it ends up sticking to my thighs, and so when I walk, you can see it like very awkwardly hugging me. So this time it happens because I think it sticks to other fabrics, and every time I wear tights that happens. So I literally never get out of the house without wearing tights under a dress. But this time because I didn't want people to see the shape of my thighs, I did not wear shorts. But now people can see the shape of my underwears. So see, it's a test of acceptance. So let me see if they'll accept me and my underwear. Guys, this turned out to be an absolute disaster, okay? So suddenly it started storming. My biggest concern is it took me literally 15 minutes to straighten my hair. It's going to take me 1.5 seconds for this hair to become curly. Also, because there's a storm, everybody cancelled. But however, there's this one girl I met last time. I had she was actually a good connection, and she is the only one who turned up, and she said she'll wait for me, so I'm going. But I literally have 6% charge, and I have to find this spot, and I can't find the crossing. I'm literally walking on the footpath, so I'm just going to cross. And it's more painful when somebody is actually waiting for you. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna cross the road. I literally have 6% in my phone, guys, and it's so fucking annoying. The audacity that I have to come to a place that is so far with literally 6% charge. The thing is, now I don't understand why these girls choose places that are so far. Like, bloody just go to the downtown. I mean, not like 3% charge. So, do you want me to check?
24% is that is
A lot. That's my 3 days of.
First, we went to this cutesy rooftop bar where there were only cocktails. I had a pina colada that tasted like mango lassi. We then went to another place where we found these Pride Month
Hey guys, so
cocktails.
I'm back from what I would call a very, very cathartic dinner. It was so much fun. So basically, I was right. Nobody really turned up. It was just me and this girl I met previously at the other gathering, and I actually at that time last time she was the only one I could see some potential with, and this time I was glad that she was waiting for me even though nobody else was turning up. I genuinely thought that she did not really like me last time. I have this constant feeling, okay, I constantly feel like people don't like me. I don't know, it's just such a bad feeling, and I don't know how to how much more social proof do I need, but I constantly think like people don't like me. But the fact that she was ready to wait for me was a good thing, but I was still very skeptical. But I've had such a cathartic, whatever it is, you get it right. I've had that kind of a dinner. See, when things like this happen, no, that is when we realize why girlhood is appreciated so much. Like, any other interaction wouldn't have made me feel so euphoric, okay? Like, we listen to the same kind of music, we've had so many common topics, and this was nothing close to small talk, okay? This is like deep real ass conversations. So I would call this a failed social experiment, okay? Because there was nothing for me to get proof from, but this was definitely a very successful dinner, successful meetup, because I have so much to speak. I'm currently like literally walking on the road to get to my home, and I also realized that I should stop saying literally so many times for every little thing. Anyway, so I'll get to home, maybe do a quick debrief. Why do I have a feeling I crossed my home? The fuck?
After that night, I had a bunch of euphoric days. What looks like a walk of shame over here is actually just a bunch of sleepovers. And I also struck gold that day because I realized Lake Mendona looks like a beach in the morning.
The causes, our beliefs, our thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Does this make sense?
It does.
On all levels, right?
Yeah.
Even love. Even because we think, I love this person, and really you love the ideal of that person. You don't really know that person.
True.
It takes time to know a person.
Yeah.
It takes years to know a person. You know, an addict could hide that they're an addict for 2-3 years.
Yeah. You have to like really fully hate a person to actually fully love them, because then you have to know the worst of them to, you know, fully accept them. That's what I feel. Otherwise, you just know the good parts. And
Well, it's unfortunate, but it is kind of true.
Clearly, my euphoria was contagious. Look at how that cab guy was brainstorming life with me. Lol. After that morning of discovery, I kept going to Memorial Union every single day to just take in the joy of living beside a water body. And this is a glimpse of how these ducks bullied me into feeding them my french fries that I bought. But then you see how this sparrow stole the french fry that I gave to that duck. Sometimes karma is a sparrow.
Hi. Before I say anything, look at these dum dums. Animals are so cute and dumb. I love them. Anyway, it took me like 100 years, I swear to God, to record this debrief, which is a really good thing. I was having a couple of really good days. However, right now, I had a couple of mellow moments. Okay, so basically I went to a UPS store and this random UPS guy was so rude to me for no reason. Okay, and when somebody does this, I all of my insecurities emerge out. All of a sudden I'm like, am I dressed bad? Is it the lipstick stain on my dress? If so, this is very unintentional. I'm not stupid. Is it because of my really thick Indian accent? Why are you being rude to me, Eric? And I know his name because I asked for it. I was like, hey, what's your name, just to lighten up the mood? And he's like, Eric? Question mark. Eric question. What do you want me to say, Eric? Do you want me to confirm that your name is Eric? It's Eric full stop, you dumb head. Whatever. This random UPS guy managed to completely ruin my mood. And then I came here to the Memorial Union yet again, and I was like, no, I need Memorial Union to feel home. So I came here. I was so upset with that. I was ordering my food also very sadly. I was like, can I get French fries and stuff like that? They gave me French fries, and I was like, can I get mayonnaise? And they're like, we don't have mayonnaise. So I had to literally walk for 5 minutes. This is literally, I'm saying literally yet again. What's up with me? Literally, my life is beaches every single night, messy buns and Christmas lights. I'm sorry, if you know this song, then you have to subscribe to me because we're from the same community. This is of a YouTuber whose YouTube channel name is My Name is Eva. When this song first released, I was so obsessed with it. I mean, you should check it out. And if you've heard this before, welcome to the community. We're all weird. Of good days, like you've seen, I that girl on that day, which went out really well. There was another friend of mine who was moving from Purdue to another place in Wisconsin, and she was taking a pit stop at my place, and I had to host her. And I literally live in a living room, and I obviously can't host her in my living room because there were two other people living. My roommate's husband also visited. So there were too many people. So I thought, you know what, I'll ask another friend of mine. And this girl, I've known her from a WhatsApp group. She messaged and I was like, I know this surname. Turns out she's my schoolmate's sister, my classmate's sister, and we connected and we hung out a little. We've just known each other since many years at this point. So I asked her if she could host this friend of mine, and she agreed, and she hosted both of us. So it was a couple of good wholesome days. I took them around Madison, and the next day, coincidentally, I was talking to this girl on Bumble. At this point, I'm not going to be cryptic about the app anymore because at this point, this is just an ode to Bumble BFF, all right? uh, I think I have to be the brand ambassador of Bumble BFF. The amount of success stories I've had. I met another girl. Okay, I've been talking to her for a while and we decided we'll meet, but then we couldn't. But I was really tired, but I thought, okay, since we've discussed so much, let's just meet her. I met her. What an evening it was. She took me to Mom's Bar, which is a very famous karaoke bar, and she sang there as well. And it was amazing. It was so wholesome yet again. And that is what I was trying to tell in the debrief of this video. I did record it before, but here's how I ended up looking. So I had to take some time to just brood over this a little. Good for me, because I had couple of other encounters, and it just reminded me of how beautiful girlhood is. Like, it's so beautiful, nothing can beat the beauty of girlhood. And genuinely, I never thought I'll talk about this topic because it's very sacred to me, okay? But it has gotten so much hype in the past few years that now a lot of people do it just for the gram. I had a couple of friends who are just not there for me, or just not there for our other friends. But one time you hang out with them, they'll put stories on Instagram saying, "Oh my god, go friendships." And I'm like, bitch, we never shared a moment that was beyond this table. Like, shut the fuck up, don't do it for the gram. So I really desist people like that, and I'm very lucky in that sense. I've had really good friends, touch wood. And I but it's at this point, it's not about the friends I've already had. It's just baffling to me to see how the experiences I have from meeting guys on Bumble versus girls on Bumble is so starkly different, okay? The return on investment is crazy. Obviously, these two girls, I've just met them, so I cannot really say about anything. But the evenings I've spent with them have been very wholesome, and something that are like core memories for me, something that I would look back to and feel good about, versus how it is when you meet guys on Bumble. Although that is not Bumble BFF, but I'm just saying, like, when you just meet guys on dating apps versus you meet girls on these meetup apps, there's stark difference, all right. And reason I'm saying this is an ode to Bumble BFF is because in the past, like in 2020, I met two girls on Bumble because it was COVID and nobody was stepping out, so I want to find people who are stepping out. Of course, there was no lockdown at that point. I met two girls, Akshaya and Ayantika. I swear to God, to date, they are so close to me. Of course, Ayantika and I hung out. We were instant best friends, and we hung out every single day for an year. After that, she moved to Canada, and of course, we kind of grew apart, but we still in touch, and we try to get on calls sometimes. But Akshaya, we started really slow. It took us almost 1 year to almost consider each other friends, but at this point my entire family knows her. All of my school friends know her, all of my college friends know her. It is part of such important events in my life. She's still in touch, even randomly. I wake up in the night and I'm like, what if I lose these people? And I randomly text them, I love you, and stuff like that. And they very warmly respond to me. They're always so much beauty in girlhood and girl friendship. It's like, we women in general are super nurturing. And in girl friendships, when these two hyper nurturing people come together, it is so much selflessness and so much unconditional love. The result of this experiment, I would say, it was just a reminder that I think for me, life is moments between these dinners and brunches with girlfriends. So that's my takeaway, you guys. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you like it. Please let me know in the comment section if you do or if you don't, and please subscribe to my channel. See ya.